Hi everyone, this is Sarah, and I wanted to give you some insight as to how I have designed the Alchemical W.O.W training. Big picture, it's all about finding you or finding self. And really, in essence, what you're doing is you're following a path of balancing your masculine and feminine energy and your archetypal energy so that you can harness that energy and you can work it in the way that you want to into your life rather than it working you. The whole purpose of alchemy is to really discover who you are under the layers of what we learn is human in this physical life. And this is very purposefully a video program with my face nowhere to be seen. And there's a very specific reason for that, because we're dealing with some really complex issues here, and we are dealing with some ideas that can bring up different reactions in people. And quite frankly, it's much more helpful if you don't have my face in the video window saying, hey, what do you think about that? Because you may not know what you think or feel about that in the moment. It takes time to sort of travel down through your layers. In the same vein, this isn't really what you might call a traditional training. I'm not sort of telling you what the information is and how you should use it. What I'm doing is sharing some very personal experiences of mine and some observations of mine as I took myself through this process, with the intention of allowing you an access point to start your own journey. Alchemy for me is not what alchemy is for you. Because we all have different layers, we all have different experiences, so only you can know how you want to follow this process through and what you want to release and what you want to transmute. It's very much about giving you the luxury of being able to follow this path in your own space, in your own mind. A lot of personal development work can feel really exposing, and as a result, you can feel like you're put on the spot. And this is the reason that I wanted to deliver a very different program, because I want you to feel like you have the space and time to work through this at your own pace. You're going to hear terms and words that you think, well, I have no idea what that means. And that's fine. Just let it all wash over you. It will all make sense at the end. You may also have a representation of alchemy, and I've talked about this certainly in the articles I've written about what is spiritual alchemy. I just ask you to open and allow yourself to go through the process without needing to know or needing to come to a conclusion. Who's going to really like this program, or who's going to get value from this program? Well, anyone who's soul searching, anyone who is curious about self, anyone who finds himself very much connected with nature. Empaths will also find this useful. People who are interested in yoga will probably find this useful. And experienced coaches who may well have also done a lot of work on themselves, and yet they still have layers which they are finding challenging to penetrate. I have attempted to put this in a highly relatable, very practical journey. Spiritual alchemy can appear so ethereal, so intangible, so unrelatable. Really, this is the story of your creation of your external reality from what is inside you. It is literally the story of you. It's a life's journey. It's our life's work, actually. So trying to come to a conclusion is a little bit futile, because everything is always changing, everything is always in motion. We experience our inner reality in our outer world. That journey in itself goes through a lot of denial. It goes through some pretty strong emotions. And it's important that you feel that you have the space and time to explore that to the full. If you are interested in stepping into who you really are and starting on that journey and really discovering what is below the layers of what you've been taught to be real, social conformity, tribal conformity. And when I say tribal, you may say, well, hey, I don't live in a tribe. It's just that we all do to some degree or another. It is a really profound journey. And when you're ready to step onto it, you will find yourself blessed with a greater level of self-awareness. Full awareness and acceptance and alignment with self is the only thing that we need to find a state of joy on a regular basis.